just imagine that your life is a garden, like a garden that has been planted vegetables, and in this garden, that was your responsibility that you were given, just to take care of this garden, and you've neglected the garden. Let's say, for example, you've gone through years neglecting this garden, and if you look at the garden, you see all the vegetables, you see everything. But now the problem is, since you neglected it, you've managed, or weeds have managed to outgrow your vegetation. Like they have just bombarded this farm, and now you've decided that you want to take care of your vegetables. Now you have to go to the farm and get rid of all these weeds. You have to understand that for you to be able to do that and not affect the vegetables, you have to go one by one and outpluck these weeds. You have to get rid of them. You have to uproot each one of them one by one. You have to look everywhere that they are, and you have to uproot them. Like you have to do that for you to be able to get your vegetables. The same situation is how our life is. Like you grow through life, picking all types of traumas, all type of pain, all types of disappointments, habits, behaviors, and so on. You end up creating synaptic connections in your brain that are so hard. They're just like weed in a farm. And now when you're doing what you call spiritual awakening, your responsibility now is to be able to get rid, your responsibility is to be able to get rid of all these inner connections that you've created that are not healthy for you. So you have to go in and get rid of your habits. Let's say, for example, it's an addiction. You have to get rid of that addiction. Let's say, for example, it's a trauma. You have to go there and uproot this trauma. Let's say, for example, it's an ego. You have to go there and uproot this ego. So that's basically the responsibility that you have when you want to find peace, love, joy, and freedom. If you want to find your inner self, you have to go deep down into this farm and uproot everything that you think is not ideal for you. And the good thing is, if you request your divine, your God, for guidance, He's going to tell you like what you need to do to be able to uproot all these behaviors that you don't need, because at the end of the day, for me, I had to realize that I don't need an ego. I don't need an ego to be able to move through this spiritual journey. I don't need to outwork everybody in terms of material stuff. I don't need to do that, So it's a responsibility that you have to do. You have to go into your farm and you have to unplug all these things that you don't need. That's what spiritual awakening is, just going one by one and getting rid of all these things that you don't need. And it's so easy. It takes time and it's really painful, but we have to do it.